Welcome to my Off-Grid Adventures. I'm Frank and it's another beautiful cold Michigan morning. Today I'll be installing Reflectix insulation in a few of the windows of the RV to make this camper more efficient and warmer in these cold winter Michigan days. I'm going to be using an infrared thermometer to test the difference that these panels make once they're installed. I don't want to put these in every window because I do like the view that we have from the RV and I don't want to lose any of that. My anticipation is that these will come in and out relatively easily so that I can choose if I want to have a view to be able to see the outdoors or if I prefer to have it warmer. If it doesn't come out easily, then I'll be leaving these in some of the windows that aren't the main ones that we look out often. The window says 51.1. The window behind me, just with the drape drawn, says 59.5. So just this alone gives us 8 degrees or so of protection. So it'll be interesting to see how much more we have once the Reflectix and the drape is down covering it. Keep in mind that the air temperature here within the RV is 69 degrees, as you can see in the RV EasyTouch thermostat that we installed and mentioned in a previous video. All right, let's see how this works. This is the first window that we're going to start with because I usually have these blinds shut anyway, and it's relatively small, so we don't use it to see outside. So let's see how large of a panel we need to cut. I learned from some other YouTube videos that you're supposed to cut this about a 1/4 inch or so wider and taller than it needs so that it has some room to wedge itself within it. So we'll try that, see how it works. I'm just going to cut it square, and then I'll cut the edges or the corners appropriately in a moment. You can always cut it down later, right? So I'll go a little bit bigger than I think I might need. Is this the right way to do it? No. The easiest? Maybe. We'll see. Most people probably say you should use a ruler or a tape measure. Others online on YouTube were using 2x4s as a guide for cutting, and I don't think they were using scissors. I think they were using box cutters or carpet cutters. All right, I'm a little bit blind on what's going on this side. Okay, let's just cut this into a rectangle that's more manageable, and then we'll fine tune it. I just know I'm going to cut this mini blind cord. All right. Sadly, this is the only window this size. If there were others, I could use what I end up with here today as a template to cut the rest. I do think the two in the bedroom are the same size though. I think I am going to need a marker at least. All right, with this Sharpie, we'll try to get a little bit more accurate angle on the corner pieces. I'm going to call that good. I think it works. Let's test the impact that this has on the temperature now. With the Reflectix insulation, the temperature is 66.7. Without it, it's 45.4. Wow, 20 some degrees, really? 44.6, 46.9. 69.6. That's even warmer than the wall. All right, well, that's encouraging. Let's do this with the rest of the windows. We'll lower this and you won't even notice this from the inside since this window was never opened anyway. There. Let's see how it is with the added slight insulation of the mini blind. 61.2. That's strange. How can the mini blind be colder than the Reflectix? Not sure. Don't really care. I think it works well. I don't believe it's needed on the windows in the door, so I'm going to leave those. I'm a little bit confused about how these will be installed within the windows that crank out and have a screen. I'm not sure how they would even fit. We'll see. This screen came right out of this window, and I'm going to try to use it as a guide, at least for the angle of the corners. It isn't the exact size of what we need to cut, but I'm going to just add some space based on measurements on all sides of this frame template. Let's see how that works. I've marked a distance around this template, this frame, this screen. I'll cut that out, and I hope, if my measurements are right, that this works out. It's definitely the right width, maybe a little too wide and a little short, so I will cut that again. And also mark out those spots that I had to cut for the handle. Should be able to salvage that for one of the other smaller windows. All right, that wasn't as easy as I had hoped, so I am sorry, but I will not compare the temperature with this on and with it off. I'm just going to leave it. It says 63.7, and I'll point this at the other window in the room, which is 50.4. So it's still providing about 13 degrees difference. What do you think the odds are that the piece that didn't work in the other window might work over here? Probably not very good, but let's try. You never know. You know what? I think that's good enough for me. I think I'm going to use it. And once again, I will not take this off to temperature check it and compare, because we already scanned this just a moment ago and it was right around 50 degrees, a little bit under. Now it says 70.3. 69.4. So that's quite a difference. Let's hope it's a noticeable difference to our comfort. Next on the list is this window directly behind me, which I'm pretty sure will match the window directly across from me within the slide. I rarely have these blinds open because my back is always to it, so I would appreciate some warmth there. The one across, though, I do enjoy looking at, so I'm hoping this one will be easy enough to pop in and out so that I can use it when I want the warmth, but I can also have the view when I need it. The other one I'm not sure about is this window to my left. I very much enjoy looking out this, though I do have another window here that I could still see through and have a nice view. So I think I'll at least cut one for here and probably leave this bottom one open and cut something temporary and see how it works for that. Let's just see how it goes. This time I'm going to measure it. 22 and 24. That's easy enough. So we'll cut a relatively square 22 by 24 inch piece of this insulation. Let's test the temperature first before we install the insulation. 45.7, 50, 65.1, 66.9. So quite a difference. I'm going to use this as a template to cut the other one. I think this is just a little bit short. It'll work, but I'll cut the next one a little bit taller than 22 inches. .3 right now. I'm sure this can be done better, but if you've seen my videos, you know I just like to get things done. At least done is better than nothing. Let's test the temperature difference here. It was under 50 before. 66.4, 66.6. I'm going to tackle this window to my left, which right now 51.1, 52.5, 52.9. So let's see how much of a difference this makes. This one is a little different shape. It doesn't have a curved side on either point here, on either corner. So I need to make sure I cut that the right way so that it buckles out and that this sharper edge is on the right. On second thought, as I look at this window, I think I might be able to get one piece that crosses the span of it. The reason I didn't want to do that at first is that there isn't much of a lip here. There isn't any lip really that goes up at the bottom. But I think it might work enough because of the handle in that corner I can use, or at that edge there. I can use that to kind of brace one end in. And similarly, this spot here I'm hoping might wedge it both up and down and side to side. So I'm going to try that first, and if nothing else, this part will just be cut out of that if it doesn't work. But I'm going to see if I can't do this in one bigger piece. Saving a step here of having to measure and mark this by folding it over and making sure that it's square. I can just keep going until I get to 60 inches. It's almost to the end, so I'm just going to keep going with it all the way. And instead of measuring it, I'm going to put it against the window and hold it up and cut it. No. Sorry guys. You okay? Didn't mean to do that to you, but you're back. I'm feeling a lot warmer, but it's not from the insulation, it's from the work. I think there are just too many bumps and layers between all these panels, so I'm going to go back to the original plan. Thankfully nothing is wasted. I hopefully can still use this entire piece, but just put it into 3 different sections. So just going to cut this one out. Is it perfect? Is it even done right? No. Am I done? Did I finish it? Yes. It's on this channel. It's not about doing it right. We're about getting it done. Is that smart? Probably not. 67.8. 67.8. All right. moving to the next one. Got my straight edge here. Why? Because it's there, and I want to get this done. Doesn't have to be perfect. In this camper, we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. I know that's supposed to buckle out, so there's air in between. Is that perfect? Is it good? No. But is it done? I don't know. I think I need to cut it. Try this again. Alright, you know what I'm going to ask next. Is it perfect? Nope. Is it good? Not really. Is it done? Yes. Yes, it is. 64.8 and 64.9. Now what to do with this guy? Not even gonna ask this time. You know it's done. 62, 64.8. Well, these aren't terribly easy to put in, so I think I'm just gonna leave them for a while and see if I can make do with the view that I have on the other side of the room. All right, well, I think that should help this RV be quite a bit more efficient, more comfortable. I haven't done anything with the other side of the RV because I do want to have a view. I don't think that I ever want to close that window off. So I have the two windows in the bedroom done, the small window next to one of the entry doors, all of the windows on the slide out, and I think that's enough. I did all of this with just one roll of Reflectix multi-use small panel roll, 48 inches wide by 10 feet long, and I have enough left over to probably do the other side of the RV. I can't remember what I paid for this, but I'll put that number on the screen right now so you can see. I bought this off of Amazon. So if you've wondered if this is worthwhile to do, I hope that these readings help you know that it does make quite a significant difference, 15 or so degrees in some instances. It definitely blocks your view. They're not super easy to pop in and out depending on the window that you're using. I hear that it really helps, and I think that it has to at least make it more comfortable, certainly more efficient. Right now I'm happy. I hope that this was entertaining or at least informative to some degree. If you're an off-gridder here in Michigan during the winter months, I hope that you found a few things that help you stay warm and comfortable and that keep your living space efficient. If you have any tips for me, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more how-to videos, product reviews, and other random things about off-grid living in Michigan. Thank you for watching.